96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. This is our time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation.
The Foundation with Heart Grant is brought to you by Alive, Above Bones, Wealth Bank, ESC Distributors Limited, Grand Bahama News, Marco's Pizza, the Ministry of Public Service, Prince Masters, and Ron's Electric Motors.
The Foundation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation, live and in full effect on this beautiful day. Grateful to be in your company. I don't know how grateful you are as the children are swarming over you in your house right now, eating up all of your prosciutto, whatever you put in your fridge, all your special cheese, all your little special meat, your grapes are gone. Everything was expensive that you say, okay, thank God I got a job, Jesus. I could buy this because I never had this as a child. Your children eating that. I never see a child drink almond milk a day in my life. I never. If Grammy could have given us goat milk, we was going to drink that. Cream was content. We never had milk. My children drink all of my almond milk, and I work it. I can't take it. I can't take it, but praise God. I'm not going to fight them. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day. Grateful to be in your company. Grateful to kind of chop these things down. It's a beautiful Thursday. We're doing Small Business Thursday. I don't have nobody lined up, so we could still be able to get these things done. We got two constituencies. We're going to be looking at Fox Hill and Elizabeth, which almost broke my entire thing. Yeah, y'all are wild out. You know how much people voted? They almost broke the thing, but praise God, I'm not going to fight them. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into anything, I got to be able to shout out my good, decent people over at AFS Insurance Agents and Brokers. They get everything laid out for you. Make sure you go check them out. They are located on number 407 Blue Hill Road South, in the market for insurance, in the market for something that you want to do residential, commercial, you want to do something very personal. You want to do these particular things. If you're looking for insurance, if you're looking for that, you can go down to AFS Insurance Agents and Brokers. They get everything laid out for you. Make sure you check them out. They are good and decent people. My good and decent people. I got all my stuff insured with them, so go and check them out, guys. Number 407 Blue Hill Road South. Give them a call, 341-1-AFS, 341-1-AFS. Got to shout out my guy, man. He said, Howard, I wanted to come in and sit with you on Thursday, but he wasn't able to make it today. That is art development with art construction. They got everything, the future of construction, all these particular things that we've been talking about for the past few months now. MST Bar, that's the fiber reinforcement polymers. Got everything laid out with my guy, Avery Lightbourne. Man, he's been doing some stuff, and I always commend him for his innovation. Always commend him for his sort of a perseverance to continue to be able to push. It's not easy. Being the first generation is not easy. Being that iPhone 1, my God, you got to go through and other persons adapt and make that thing stronger. But he's persistent and being able to do those things and really being able to bring us a sense of conservation and something that we can be able to hold on to for preservation of that big investment of your home. So if you want to be able to do that, guys, your rebar, the fiber rebar that doesn't swell, that doesn't rust, this fiber rebar that's light, that can be able to withstand a great deal of things, you want to be able to go and check them out. FRPBahamas.com, FRPBahamas.com, or you can be able to give them a call at 822-9527, 822-9527, or hit them up at 603-4506, 603-4506. That's our development with MST Bar for the modern construction and fiber reinforcement polymers. So all that information's there. I got to be able to shout out those good and decent people. Guys, make sure you pick up the Guardian newspaper. All the information's in there as we touch it on a Thursday. And we identify the girth, the weight of the paper, and we recognize that the supplements continue to be able to speak to our brothers and sisters who've passed away. And we look at that obituary section and look at those persons who've been passed away. A space. If you're one of the persons who has to kind of deal with it, when I say deal with it, you're responsible for ensuring that you identify a space that can capture the essence of this person, right? Who your loved one who passed away. You're responsible for trying to be able to figure out there's so many. There's so many funeral homes. There's so many places that continue to be able to do these things. It is almost like it's they're just churning them out. Just push them out. This is a great industry to get in. People dying every day. I think this is a good, but they don't necessarily have the passion. They don't carry the tradition inside them. They don't understand how to preserve this life. All they can do is the traditional concept of just being able to embalm you. That's it. I just want to be decent as I say this. If you want to be able to capture the life and the essence of this particular person and the sort of solemn nature of what it means for this transition and this person going over to the other side, you can get that all over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They're my people, man. They're very good. It's a very, very solemn environment, always being able to pay homage and respect to the person that's passed away and being able to preserve their life with the love and the respect and the charisma that existed in that particular space. So they do that. Guys, check out my good friends, man, over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They got everything laid out for you. Make sure you go check them out. They are on the south side of the Pink Plaza right there by Porterski. On the backhand side of that Pink Plaza, as you turn it into Porterski, right in the back there, it's called York and Ernest and York Street. Ernest and York Street. And that's where Butler's in there. Call them, let them know that I've been talking good about them. And, see if they can be able to accommodate you accordingly, guys. So let's be able to do that. All right. So I was looking for some folks to be able to come and sit with me this morning, but I guess they ain't coming. I'm not going to fight you if you don't come. Amen. If you do come, I'm looking forward to that. I was looking forward to the conversation today. But we're going to go into these things, man. I have some opportunity, and I'd like to be able to give you the history behind some of the things that we were doing. The first person out of the gate I want to be able to read is the Fox Hill constituency. The Fox Hill constituency. So we're still here, and we're still dealing with dissecting leadership from a constituency first approach, and we're identifying these things. Yesterday we had less than 20 people take this poll. Less than 20 people take this poll yesterday. I made one call, amen, to the minister. I said, I don't want nobody cussing me. I don't want nobody cussing me. This is what I've been doing. I've been doing this from the beginning of October. Text him. And he is always very speedy with the text. He hit me up back, and he had a couple persons call me, and I told him, he said, listen, just put this in your groups and be able to take care of this. They say, okay, Howard, no problem, you take care of that. 280 Fox Hill, 280 persons have voted in the constituency of Fox Hill. Let's get to the meat and potatoes and talk about these things. I'll give you the introduction when we get back. I'll give you the numbers, okay? So let's do that. So it says Fox Hill. This is the historic overview of Fox Hill. Fox Hill constituency is rich in history and deeply rooted in Bahamian culture. Over the past 2 decades, the constituency has been represented by long-serving Member of Parliament Fred Mitchell of the Progressive Liberal Party, a statesman known for his articulate, passionate, and deeply nationalistic approach to governance. Mitchell has served Fox Hill and the community for almost 3 decades with a firm commitment to the PLP. Except for a brief period between 2017 and 2021 when Chanel Ferguson of the Free National Movement won the seat during the national shift towards the FNM. Despite this loss, Mitchell regained his position in 2021 general election. In 2002, Fred Mitchell wins the Fox Hill constituency. 2007, Fred Mitchell retains the seat. 2012, Fred Mitchell continues the reign in Fox Hill. 2017, Chanel Ferguson defeats Fred Mitchell, reflecting a national trend of dissatisfaction with the PLP's governance. 2021, Fred Mitchell regains the seat, returning to Parliament and continuing his long-standing political career. All the information's there. 208 the poll. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you the numbers. We got 7 minutes before we take a break. 280 persons have taken the poll. We asked these particular persons, 280 persons, did you vote in the last election? 3 persons said, no, I didn't vote in the last election, which represents 1%. And 277 persons says, yes, I did vote in the last election. We asked those particular persons, are you planning to vote in the next general election? 4 persons, which is 1.43%, indicated, no, I have no intention to vote in the next election. 276 persons out of the 280 people said, yes, we're planning to vote in the next election. The age ranges, the highest demographic for age, as I tell you, this whole thing is well balanced. But the majority of persons who've actually done this are between 18 and 35, 36-45, and 46-57. All right? 62 persons between 18 and 35, which is 22%. 51 persons between the ages of 36 and 45, which is 18%. And 62 persons again between the ages of 46 and 55, which represents another 22.14%. Okay? Let's get to the meat and potatoes before we get out of here, guys, real quick. Been visible and accessible in your constituency in the past year. 12 persons out of the 280 indicated no, he has not. 268 persons says yes, he has. 268 person says yes, he has. We asked those persons, have you seen any improvements in your community since the last election? 16 persons, which represents 5.7%, indicate no, we have not. 264 persons, which represents 94.29%, indicates yes, we have. We've seen improvements in Fox Hill since he's been in this particular speed over the last since the last election, right? We asked those persons, has your member of parliament effectively addressed key issues like crime, unemployment, and social service in your area? 13 persons says no, that's 4.6%, and 267 persons out of the 280 says yes, he has. We asked him, if your MP holds a ministerial position, which he does, do you think that he's been effective in his role? 5 says no. 275, 98.2%, says yes, he has. We asked those persons, overall, are you satisfied with the performance of your member of parliament? 11 persons, 3.9, no, we're not satisfied. And 269 people out of the 280 indicated, yes, we are. 269, 96.07% says, yes, we are satisfied with the member of parliament in this area. It's an exciting thing. I didn't want to get cussed. I don't want to get cussed. Sometimes people are busy. Sometimes you assume that they're hearing. Sometimes all these particular things happen, right? Fox Hill is one of the oldest constituencies and very cultural and traditional in their stead. And a lot of persons may not necessarily be tuned in. I'm not going to fight them. So I just wanted to kind of, double check before I come here and read what I had yesterday. And this thing jumped overnight. So I want to commend the Fox Hill constituency for being able to do these things. I want to give a SWOT analysis before we get out of here. Some of the strengths of Fred Mitchell in his particular capacity is his communication mastery. Fred Mitchell is known for his exceptional communication skills. He's not only a dominant figure in the traditional media, but he's also mastered modern communication platforms, particularly WhatsApp and YouTube, for him to reach constituents effectively. Experience and political longevity. Mitchell's decades of experience as a public servant, his tenure in the PLP, and his role as a Minister of Foreign Affairs and Public Service when he was, gives him the gravitas and credibility. The community engagement. The survey shows that overwhelming support for Fred Mitchell's visibility and accessibility, with 95.75% of the participants stating that he's been present in the constituency, and 94.29% acknowledging the improvements in the Fox Hill constituency under his leadership. Some of his weaknesses are his limited two-way communication. While Fred Mitchell excels in broadcasting information through various platforms, there may be room for improvement in creating spaces for deeper, more interactive dialogue with constituents, especially younger audience, right? His constituency versus his national focus. With Fred Mitchell holding significant national responsibilities, there is always a challenge of balancing his constituency work with his demanding ministerial duties. And some of the opportunities that exist, leveraging a digital platform. Given his strong presence on WhatsApp and YouTube, Mitchell has the opportunity to deepen engagement with younger demographic and broaden his digital platform across into platforms such as Instagram or TikTok. This is just, listen, I didn't type this here. This is what has been generated after we popped this information in. We popped the numbers in and we said, we're focusing on this. This is what you're doing. This is what came out. Don't fight me, okay? So it says the final term focus. As he has hinted that this being his penultimate campaign, this is heavy, there is an opportunity for Fred Mitchell to leave a lasting legacy by focusing on signature projects in Fox Hill that can resonate with constituents for years to come. This is heavy stuff. And some of the threats is that his political fatigue. Whilst Fred Mitchell has long been a political force, there is always the possibility that constituents may desire fresh leadership, especially as younger politicians enter the arena. Challenges from emerging leaders. As more and more tech-savvy younger politicians gain ground in the political space, there could be growing competition for attention and voter loyalty in future elections. Well, he said that this is his penultimate, so we don't know what that's going to be, what that's going to look like. So it says the ministerial grade for Fred Mitchell. The ministerial grade for Fred Mitchell is an A-. This is what they've given him. Mitchell's performance as a Minister of Foreign Affairs and Public Service, well, he's not service, has been marked by efficiency and poise. His ability to handle international relations while balancing his local responsibilities is noteworthy. His use of both traditional and digital media, especially his strategic engagement with WhatsApp and YouTube, has only enhanced his visibility and ability to lead effectively. His constituency grade. The constituency grade for Fred Mitchell, after we've put all this information in, Fred Mitchell receives an A in his constituency of Fox Hill. Fred Mitchell continues to maintain a strong bond with Fox Hillians. His accessibility, visibility, and engagement have been lauded by the vast majority of his constituents, with 95% of persons taking the survey responding and stating that they have seen improvements in their community. They are satisfied with his performance. It's clear that Mitchell has the trust and loyalty of his voters, except for 2017, I suppose. I'm not going to fight them. And so the conclusion of this is, and then we're going to take a break. The conclusion of this is Fred Mitchell's tenure as a member of Parliament for Fox Hill, paired with his national duties as a Minister of Foreign Affairs, exemplifies his capacity to wear multiple hats effectively. Despite political shifts in the past, his return to Fox Hill shows the deeper connection that he maintains with his constituents. As he navigates what he has suggested to be his final political chapter, Mitchell's commitment to Fox Hill remains steadfast, leaving behind a legacy of dedication both locally and internationally. His mastery of communication through various platforms is one of the greatest assets, and though challenges remain in fostering interactive dialogue with younger voters, his overall impact in the constituency is overwhelmingly positive. He got an A in the constituency and an A- as a minister. Got to take this quick commercial break, guys. When we get back, I want you to give me a call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Anywhere from the family of islands, 242-300-5720, or hit me up on the text, 422-4799. 97.96. Quick break. Be right back after this.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
Try to rest for all your printing needs. There ain't no one better, no. For posters and banners, magazines and flyers. For window decals, greeting cards and newsletters. No job too big and there's no job too small. You name it, we can print it. Just give us a call. Let Print Masters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
Nassau, are you ready for November 2nd? Because we are ready!
Hi, this is KB, and I will be performing live.
Ray, Can't Scrape Explosion, Reloaded.
This is the one and only Fan John letting you all know that yours truly will be performing.
Oh yeah, this your boy D-Mac, and I'll be performing live.
Keep the vibe alive, Music Group, and Alpha Sounds Promotion invites you to the biggest Ray Can't Scrape concert of the year.
And you thought they was gonna leave me out? Hey!
Saturday, November 2nd at Super Club Breezes Ground.
It's me, Mama D.
This is Wilfred Solomon.
Yo, it's your boy Ron.
It's your boy Elliot from the New Breed Band.
The biggest artist of the 242.
It's your boy Shine 242.
Hey, it's Sherrod Taylor.
It's your boy Johnny K.
Falcon Showback.
It's your boy DJ Rev.
Funky D. This is your girl Nishi Al-As, a.k.a. Miss Loose Me.
Hey there, this is Rico on Beat.
Hey, this is Cheeto D, and I will be performing live.
Hey, it's me, Julian Believe.
Tickets available at the Beauty Shack and BahamasEtickets.com. The countdown is on. Ray Can't Scrape Explosion. Best of the best.
Foundation. Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, the foundation live and in full effect on this beautiful day. Grateful to be in your company. Got to be able to let you guys know that this November, the Nassau Guardian is going to be celebrating 180 years. This November, the Nassau Guardian is going to be celebrating 180 years. And we want to thank you, our loyal team, our loyal readers, and all those particular persons that continue to be able to support us for helping make this one of the oldest papers in the region. We want you to be a part of our Vision Challenge giveaway promotion. Beginning on October 28th through November 22nd. October 28th through November 22nd. All you need to do is just find the hidden Nassau Guardian 180 logo printed every day in the Nassau Guardian newspaper, and you can win prize money. Just purchase your daily Nassau Guardian newspaper every day beginning Monday, October 28th. Find the hidden 180th Nassau Guardian logo, cut out the page, mark the spot, write your name on that clipping, drop your entry off at the office on Carter Street right here in the back of Extra Value on Oaksville. And every Friday, November 1st, the 8th, the 15th, and the 22nd, one drawing will take place to pick that lucky winner. It's that simple. Guys, you can be able to find out more information about what we're going to be able to do at the NassauGuardian.com. You can be able to pick up the information. Just go on Google. You can find that. Or you can check out the Guardian Talk Radio. You can be able to pick up the information from there also to find out more information about what we're doing. The Nassau Guardian 180th Anniversary Vision Challenge giveaway promotion. All this information is going to be happening between October 28th and November 22nd. Guys, give me a call. 827 322-6232, 322-6232, 325-4316, 325-4316, 325-4259. Anywhere for the Family of Islands, 242-300-5720. Hit me up, 422-4796, 422-4796. That is going to be the text line. The lines are wide open, guys. Give me a call. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. Let's give God the thanks and the praise.
Praise God. What's happening with you?
Everything cool, Papa. Yeah, Howard, you know, like I said yesterday, this GTA chat thing.
Chat GPT, yeah.
This must be a behemoth. This must be a behemoth. Well, I know, right? Because who ain't telling you they can help you next time or whatsoever? And I think I hear you say last week, some of it, when you go deep, it even costs them money, and you got to go in your pocket more.
Yeah.
You understand? So they need to consider all of that. So it's good if they help the next time. But this thing is accurate, man. This thing is doing a good job.
I appreciate you.
And it's so accurate. Like I say with Fred, right? Sorry, Honorable Member for Fox Hill. Kamala Harris has remind me of him. I think he's smarter than Kamala.
Of course he's smarter than Kamala.
How smart she really, really is.
Hold on. He's smarter than Kamala.
But Fred Mitchell is a smart man. And in spite of how some of us may feel about him, I think he normally came on like little salty. I don't know if they're the right words. Like a political chip on his shoulder. Like he politically, what the word is, politically.
I think you want to say politically stoic. He's always just monotone.
No, when you get winning, you need not incapacity. Politically, anyhow, he normally came like he's stuck up, right? But he's a smart man.
Yeah, he's sharp.
I think he's a great member of Parliament.
Yes, he is.
And I always say over the years, in spite of we might have our differences, I wish he had an MP like him.
Yeah.
Now, like I say, it's always room for him. He was a casualty before, and it's a big possibility he could be a casualty again, political casualty. In spite of him being good, he lost before, to what you would say. He's a juggernaut, what you all would say, a big shot politician. But Chanel, a former character or Olympic athlete, Chanel Ferguson, she beat him before. And it didn't really us how the people felt right then and what was happening.
I think that was a cut for Christie. I think everybody who fell in 2017, that was a cut for Christie. That wasn't for them.
This could be a cut for Brave. Okay, this could be a cut for
I don't feel the same sentiments that I'm hearing for Christie that I could be wrong.
Yes.
Right? That's why we're doing what we're doing. But I don't see the same sentiments for Brave.
No, not really. But something happened. See, that's what we know over the history and what we know about Brave. Brave is the right person. We take a chance.
Yeah.
But we ain't pleased. It's room for improvement, but we expected better. And for some reason, like I was telling you with Mr. Mitchell, that man could be in Japan in the world or on the moon. He's answering his phone one shot. And if he don't get the answer, he's return a call.
He always does that.
So he get good grade. The GTA chatting ain't live.
Yeah. He always
when he get worried, God willing, or if it's happened, it could be the young people who mightn't appreciate the start. See, you have to have the right attitude politically to deal with people. So yes, GTA chat, you right. I hear you say A minus, then you say A.
A minus as a minister, and he got a solid A as a member of parliament.
I'm not in his constituency, and if I was there, I would have to be fair. See, Anton and others, the GTA chat ain't lie. They said the right thing with Mr. Mitchell and his people. Even if his people didn't show up and didn't vote, Howard, I couldn't come saying, but he ain't no good MP.
No,
but
I
couldn't
say
he's sulky.
I couldn't say
he sound like he constipated. That's the word, constipated politically.
You constipated? Okay.
Yeah, politically.
Okay, good. I got
but he's a decent human being. Like I say, he came like he have a chip on his shoulder. I think he really wanted to be prime minister. But for right now, he just like the prime minister. Because Brave, listen, he nothing he say with Brave. Even if Brave don't agree with him, the prime minister don't agree with him, I don't think we can know that publicly. They come from far, far, far.
Yeah.
So Fred Mitchell might have never been prime minister in the country. Then he say he wasn't running this time, but he coming to run again. He was a casualty before, and it's a big possibility it could happen again. Not because he ain't a good MP, because how the country's being run. How they paying attention to certain things and they ain't paying attention to certain things. For crime you do asking the crime and thing with the GTA, I just wonder if they consider how much people are being murdered there lately and how Fred is be standing up in the whole assembly anytime someone say something about the investigation of the police force or commission inquiry or whatever. Oh, you can't throw them in. It's bad apples in all fields. We got to weed them out. And he say like we shouldn't criticize them stuff, but these people getting slaughtered and murdered in his constituency. He deserved the A. Keep up the good work, Howard.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Pop. I do appreciate your telephone call. One thing I know about Fred Mitchell, you remember WikiLeaks? It was out. WikiLeaks, and we found out some information about that. The after effect, we found out who was spilling their guts, and then we found out who was stoic and strong and always being able to vehemently defend the honor and the sovereignty of the country. Fred Mitchell has always, whenever he steps off of our soil into an international arena, he has always, with passion, with determination, with focus, and never stuttering, always defended the rights of the Bahamian people. Always. And so I want to be able to commend him in that particular state. Now, when he get back and he touched the soil, he always, now and always, it's PLP all the way, right? I got to commend him for that. That he has, for as long as we know him, he's continued to be able to show himself passionate in those particular areas. Let me take one more telephone call before the break. Caller, go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. How you doing, Howard?
Hey, Anto, what's up?
Right, what's with that laughter?
I laugh because Papa just called your name. Papa just called your name.
Yeah. Well, good day to you, Papa, as well. Good afternoon to the nation. My position is this, Howard. I don't think that anything can be used, good, bad, independent, non-independent, or anything can be corrupted, right? Because these are systems, and it's based on how you use the system. And for me, even though I can confidently say, as the member of parliament for Foxer, I can confidently say about him that he's one of the most responsive, or perhaps the most responsive politician in our country, right? He's someone who believes in being action-oriented, right? And he's on the ground, right? And so no one would be able to make any false claims towards him in those regards, right? Your message was a bit conflicting because you were saying one thing on the next end, but in your concluding remarks, you were saying that persons are being slaughtered and dropped like flies in the member of parliament's constituency. And one of the categories of Howard's mechanism is how is crime being impacted in the community, correct, Howard?
The question was, do you think, is he effectively addressing key issues like crime,
how is crime
unemployment?
being impacted?
Yeah.
Same difference, Howard. And so I'm only making this point to say to you that this whole process with the chat GPT, and I listened to C. Allen yesterday, I don't think reality-based, factual-based, it's independent. Simply because, look at what happened this morning. You explained it to us yourself, Howard. You got on the phone, you spoke with the member of parliament, all of a sudden the numbers went up. Right, Howard? The numbers went way up, as a matter of fact, as you explained in your opening salvo. That means, in essence, Howard, the numbers are skewed. The results are skewed as a result of your encouraging to have their people participate. When an individual, and this is just speaking to the independence and to the fairness of the process that is being engaged through your chat GPT. Bearing in mind, Howard, like I said,
And so let me ask you this question, because
the results
I think
could be made independent.
Now let me ask you this
The results could
question.
be made fair. It's all based on how you handle the process.
No, but let me ask you
go
this
ahead,
question
I'm
before we
listening to
go
your question.
before we go further. Let me ask you this question. Why don't you just give me what you believe the evaluation is for these particular persons, as opposed to being able to scrutinize and denigrate the process that we've devised for it? That's all this is. Why don't you just say to me, I prefer or I identify Fred Mitchell to get boom, 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 as opposed to being able to scrutinize the process that I was very transparent about?
Howard, you were looking at it wrong, and I'm not fighting.
No, but you
in
keep
any
doing
way,
the
shape,
same
or form.
thing. We've already gone through this, and I said to you,
Let
if I have...
answer you. Let me answer you.
Go
Let me
ahead.
answer you. You asked me a question. Let me respond to you in Bahamian vernacular. I'm not seeking to fight you in any way, shape, or form. What I am pointing out to you is you were sitting in the driver's chair, right? Executing a process, right? That many persons are listening to, right? Many persons can be, I'm not saying that they are, I'm saying they can be influenced one way or the other by your process, right? You are analyzing informants as members of parliament and cabinet ministers. When you step on a national stage, Howard, except you are like, and take this with a grain of salt, except you are like some politicians who just want you to praise them, or you are fair and you don't mind persons giving you their objective input, Howard, the process is flawed. It cannot produce the end result in any standardized or any acceptable
I disagree with you.
and realistic way.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Let me tell you why I
Based on
disagree
how it is
with you.
being executed, because it is being skewed.
There is no
It not
process in
independent.
this country that you can
If you
identify.
only have 6%, or if you only have 40% who registered to vote not registered, who participated in your analysis, in your survey, right? And overnight, after speaking with an individual, you have
Anton,
300.
Why don't you perform this yourself? Go do it yourself. Let the people do it. Right now, I've had almost 4,000 people participate in what we're doing. But go do it yourself. First and foremost, it takes marketing. Anton, you're smarter than this. It takes marketing. It takes exposure. Everyone in listening to Guardian Radio. For you to get this information out, you need all mechanisms to do that. And for it to be able to reach the constituents, who better than to provide that particular opportunity to the people of the constituency? I just don't know. You have fought me every day, both publicly and privately, about this particular thing. And I have been nothing but transparent to say to you, this is what it is. Please, just refrain from that. Let's just don't do this no more, okay? This is the process. I'm content with it. There ain't 6 people, 68 other, and be able to generate this information better than the computer. None. So I don't know what you're saying. This is the information of amalgamation. This is what we've taken all these stories and put together in conjunction with the polls. And this is what we come up with. You keep fighting me every day. Quick break, be right back after this.
The Foundation with Howard Grant will be back right after this.
The foundation.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Try a taste of Italia with our new margarita pizza at Marco's. Enjoy this unique experience made with fresh tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and basil, all on our thin golden crust. Starting at just $13.95, you can upgrade your taste buds and have the margarita pizza delivered right to your doorstep. Visit your nearest Marco's location or order online at marcospizzabahamas.com and get yours today.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to Guardian Talk, Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company. You keep fighting me. My God, you're fighting my guts out. I just want to be decent. I just want to be decent. I won't be decent. I try my hardest to be transparent with you and say this is how I've amalgamated this. This is what we've done. This is what we've done. C. Allen called yesterday and tell you that this is how you have to generate this particular concept. Now, he, from a historic standpoint, has pulled from all over for a very long time. I'd love to touch that ChatGPT. I'd love to ask it some questions. But now I have the responsibility of being able to do the same thing with mine. I'm queuing it up with information that I've been able to get from all over. And I'm saying to it, go and get all the stories from Nassau Guardian. Go and get all the stories from the Tribune. Go and get all these particular things. ChatGPT can't get the stories in your head. ChatGPT can't get the offense that you had in the PLP's headquarters. ChatGPT can't get the offense of why some people didn't get and other persons get. If it doesn't exist This is why public record is important. If it doesn't exist historically, it is mute, omit it, void, delete it. That's why y'all got to be able to write your letters to your MPs. Put the letters in the paper. Write to the letter to the editor. Put your discomfort, the inconsistencies that it is. So historically, we can write what people say. No matter what they try to strip from the book. They don't want these particular things to be tabled in the House of Assembly, no matter what they intend to do to be able to ensure that they could craft a narrative for a time and dispensation for leadership. It exists on paper somewhere. ChatGPT can find it. And the next generation of computers will find that information also. But they ain't coming in your head looking for it. Let's just be decent. Let's be decent. Let me take one more telephone call before we get it here. Caller, go ahead.
Hey, Howard Pinedale here.
What's up, my brother?
Right, buddy. Do you know if they still sell Jergens lotion?
I don't know.
Every time I hear Anton, my mind goes on Jergens lotion.
I don't know.
You know, always lotion in the party, man. All right, that's what I have to say. Thank you, man.
I appreciate you, man. But I don't know if I don't. Okay, so this is what I assess it to be. Today, the chairman, the minister, and the member of parliament who has shown himself over decades to be consistent in who he is and what he's done. Whether you like him, whether you love him, whether you hate him, he has shown himself consistent from a political standpoint. ChatGPT amalgamated the information, gave him an A- in his ministerial capacity, and gave him an A, a solid A, in his constituency. Okay? In his constituency. Now, let's just shoot straight. If Anton is still taking on a position to indicate one thing or another, then it means that he has a different view. No, because it don't matter if I say something negative about any of these ministers and realize that it's been amplified only when these men, the ministers, are mentioned. It's been amplified when ministers are mentioned. Let's take our sensitivity off. These men and women have entered public life. They don't need none of us to defend them. Either the information is accurate or it's inaccurate. Fred Mitchell will never call the defender if he don't care about that. In fact, if he feel indifferent, he'll put it on WhatsApp. He don't need no one to defend him. Now, I've said that he got an A and an A. I feel like it's accurate. Foxillians, 280 of them or so, feel like it's accurate. Every one of the constituency will not take this. And if you are disenchanted, detached, and don't want to be able to vote, I cannot get you to vote, man. I can't. I only can amalgamate the information based upon your participation. If you don't participate, I can't come in your head, in your dreams in the night, like the Sandman and yuck out the ideas and the answers. I can't do that. You got to get on your phone. You got to. And all this exercise is about is for you to understand that as we go forward, more technology will be used. There are many persons within the PLP has already said to me, Howard, the PLP has already done their polling. I tell you, they don't have to punch no more. The PLP has already done their polling. I know what my grade is in my constituency. I know what my grade is as a minister. Howard, the ChatGPT may be off a little bit. And now I know some of these people's grades. After people still participated, the grade they told me, you all have to stop it. I'm telling you, this is what it is. Let's not fight the process. If you want to say to me, Howard, I don't believe that Fred deserves an A. I think he should get a B for this, this, and this. I will write that information down and incorporate that as we go forward. No need for us to keep rowing about how the process is, how we should reject the process, how more individuals should get involved. You know how expensive that is? Do we know how expensive? You think people can sit down and volunteer for my show to be able to answer these particular? Man, come on, man. Let's be real. How much people do we could call in Fox Hill and every constituency in this country to poll them? Come on, let's be real. When Public Domain and Intel keep polling people, they poll 1,000 people and they call them. They hire people to call them. You think I got the time to do that? Come on, man. Be decent. Let's take a quick commercial break, guys. We can get to news and be right back after this.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation. The foundation. 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 The foundation. The foundation. The foundation. The foundation.
The Foundation will be back right after this.
The foundation. The foundation.
This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM.
Foundation. Foundation. The foundation.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant in your company, The Foundation. We got through Fox Hill. Oh, we tried to get through Fox Hill. We got through Fox Hill. We got the information for Fox Hill. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do that. Now we're going to be able to look at the constituency of Elizabeth. We're going to look at the constituency of Elizabeth. So you hold up on your telephone call. I see your line lit up. And then we're going to open up the line to have a good conversation about it. All right. So history of Elizabeth constituency, formerly St. Margaret's constituency. Elizabeth, formerly known as St. Margaret before the 2014 boundary changes, has undergone significant adjustments to better reflect the population growth and changes in the electorate. So the adjustments were part of the broader effects to ensure more balanced representation in the House of Assembly. Elizabeth, like many other constituencies, has experienced shift in the political representation, although it has demonstrated a consistent alignment with the Progressive Liberal Party over the years, with notable exceptions. Let's look at it. 2002, Malcolm Adderley for the PLP represented St. Margaret Elizabeth. His victory demonstrated the strength of the PLP in the area. 2007, Malcolm Adderley for the PLP resigned from the PLP in 2010, sparking a by-election. 2010 by-election, Ryan Pinder won in a closely contested race, further solidifying the constituency's alignment with the PLP. 2012, Ryan Pinder again. Ryan Pinder retained his seat from the PLP in the renamed constituency after the boundary changes. 2017, the PLP lost the seat to Dr. Dwayne Sands during a national shift in favor for the Free National Movement. And 2021, Jo Beth Colby Davis won the PLP seat, marking the return to the PLP in the Elizabeth constituency and bringing a fresh, dynamic approach to the constituency. This is information, commitment to the political organization. They can be able to talk about that. I'll get all this stuff laid out, right? So it says, the constituency of Elizabeth has prime supported the PLP, with a notable exception of 2017, where it followed a national trend favoring the Free National Movement. Despite this brief shift, Elizabeth electorate has shown a deeper alliance and allegiance to the PLP, especially when faced with leadership that aligns with the values of the community development, economic opportunities, and social welfare. Let's just be able to put those things. In 2010, Ryan Pinder's victory in the by-election against Dwayne Sands by a margin of 4 votes symbolized a deep-rooted political divide within the constituency, emphasizing the importance of both party loyalty and effective local leadership. This by-election highlighted the constituency's political awareness and engagement. In 2017, the election of Dwayne Sands reflected national dissatisfaction with the PLP's government. However, this is something consistent that we've seen, by the way, guys. We've seen that in 2007 always marked the fact that there was national dissatisfaction, discontent with the PLP's governance. However, This shift was temporary. The PLP regained the seat in 2021 with the election of JoBeth Colby Davis, a young, vibrant, forward-thinking representative. All right, let's put the survey out, all the information. In full transparency, I text over the past week and a half, and I spoke with the minister yesterday, and I explained to her what this is. Everybody wants to know the validity of it. Everyone wants to know whether or not this is this. I said, well, hey, listen, this is only a sort of an opinion poll that exists within the confines of your constituency. But I can't get their assessment and their sentiments if you don't take this and put this amongst your grouping, right? Whatever WhatsApp groups or whatever you have within your constituency, persons have to take this. So we sent all the information. Yesterday, we were up to 287. Yesterday, we were up to 287 for the constituency of Elizabeth. Today, 497 persons have taken the poll. 497 participants have come in here and taken the poll for the constituency. This is the highest by far. Almost doubling, towering over the highest that we've seen prior, okay? 497 persons have taken the poll for the constituency of Elizabeth. So, C. Allen, that plus minus that you're talking about, the necessity for it being able to be over a particular number, this is 497, almost 500 persons, which would represent just under 10% of an electorate that's voted. If 6,000 persons are in the constituency, just under 10 taking this survey, right? Taking this poll. So we're grateful for that. Voted in the last general election, 467 persons says yes, we voted in the last election. 467 persons, 94% says yes, we voted. 30 persons says no, we didn't vote. That's 6%. 30 persons says no, we didn't vote. Planning to vote in the next election, 440 persons, which is 88%, said yes, we plan to vote. 440 persons, 440. 88.53% indicated that they intend to vote. Yes, we intend to vote in the next election. 57 persons, 11.47% says no, we have no intentions to vote next time, right? The age ranges, the heaviest demographic, which is peculiar for me, I must tell you, we didn't see this much youth involvement in any of the other polls that we've taken. We saw a significant fluctuation, and a lot of persons will concentrate in sort of the mid-range age, right? So 18 to 35, 187 participants, 37.6%. 18 to 35, 107 participants. 26 to 35, 134 participants took the poll. And 36 to 45, 113 persons participated in the poll in those particular areas. So that demographics between 18 and 45, that youth vote is bananas in the Elizabeth constituency based upon the poll. Based upon this poll, don't fight me, oh God, don't fight me. Based upon this poll, 497 persons, this is the concentrate of persons who are engaged in that particular space. Let's be decent. Fourth question we asked them, has your MP been visible and accessible in the constituency in the past year? 98 people says no, that she has not. No. 98 people, just shy of 20%, 19.72% indicates she has not. 399 persons says yes, she has. 80.28% indicated yes, she has. We asked those particular persons, 497 who've taken the poll, have you seen any improvements in your community since the last election? 101 persons, just over 20%. 101 persons, 20.32% indicated no, we have not. No, we have not. 101 persons says no, we haven't seen nothing. 396 people, 79.68% says absolutely we've seen change. Absolutely we've seen improvements in our communities. 396 people in the Elizabeth constituency said yes, we have seen improvements in our constituency, 79.68%. We asked those same persons, has your MP effectively addressed key issues like crime, unemployment, or social services in your area? 100 persons, 20.12% says no. 100 persons, 20.12% says no. 397 people, 7 participants indicated yes, she has been effective in addressing issues like crime. That's 79.88% indicated yes, she has been effective in addressing crime. We asked them, the same amount of persons, if your MP has a ministerial role, which she does, do you think that they have been effective in their role and capacity? 99% says that JoBeth Colby Davis has been ineffective in that particular capacity. They said no. 99 persons out of the 497 that took the poll, 99 persons indicated she has not been. She has not been effective in that particular capacity. Whilst 398 participants who took the poll indicated that she's been effective in her role and capacity as minister. 80.08% indicated she's been effective. And we asked the last question, are you overall satisfied with the MP's performance? Overall, are you satisfied with your MP's performance? 98 persons, 19.72%, indicated no, we are absolutely unsatisfied with her performance. 98 persons out of the 497 persons that took the poll for Elizabeth. 98 said that we are absolutely unsatisfied. 399, which equates to 80.28%, said we are absolutely satisfied with her. She should continue. Let's talk about the SWOT analysis. Some of her strengths are young, energetic leadership. JoBeth Colby Davis brings a youthful, dynamic approach to the representation of Elizabeth. Her forward-thinking policies, commitment to digital transformation, and strong public presence has resonated with young voters who make up a significant portion of the constituency based upon this poll. Please, for God's sake, based upon this poll. 64.59% are between the ages of 18 to 45. High voter engagement. The constituency has a history of high voter engagements and high voter turnout, with 94.97% having voted in the last election. This indicates a politically active electorate that remains engaged and involved. Visible representation, with 80.28% of constituents feeling that their MP is visible and accessible. Colby Davis appears to have established strong connections within the constituency. Some of our weaknesses are the expectation of youthful leadership. This is bananas, by the way. When I read this, I said, whoa, this is crazy. So the expectation of youthful leadership. While JoBeth Colby Davis' youth is seen as a strength, it also creates a high expectation for innovation and rapid progress. If not managed carefully, unmet expectation could erode support. This is bananas. Let's read this one more time so y'all can understand this. Expectation, this is a weakness, by the way. This is a weakness, which is crazy. I read this, I said, oh, this is crazy. A weakness, expectation of youthful leadership. While JoBeth Colby Davis's youth is seen as a strength, it also creates high expectation for innovation and rapid progress within the constituency. If not managed, unmet expectations could erode support within the constituency. This is heavy. And pressure to deliver. Despite the positive reviews of 20.32% of participants who have not seen improvements in their community, suggesting that there is still areas where progress is slow. And Colby Davis must address this concern to maintain her strong support. This is what they're doing. Some of the opportunities is digital transformation. As a young leader, Colby Davis has the opportunity to leverage technology to engage with younger constituents and modernize constituency services. This could further boost her appeal and effectiveness and community development initiatives. With a significant portion of the electorate expressing satisfaction with the visibility and performance, with her visibility and performance, Colby Davis can focus on delivering more tangible improvements in areas like infrastructure, crime reduction, and economic opportunities to solidify her support. And then some of the threats exist at national political dynamics. In 2017, shift towards the FNM, though brief, serves as a reminder that political alliances and allegiances can be fluid, right? And it goes on to say that any national discontent with the PLP could have a ripple effect on Colby Davis's support. Any national discontent with the PLP could have a ripple effect on Colby Davis's support and high expectation for performance. This is also some of the threats that exist for her in those particular space. So it says that high expectation for performance. The expectation placed on Colby Davis as a young leader can become a threat if she fails to meet the demands of modernization and community improvement. A portion of the constituency, merely 20%, is still critical of her performance, 100 or so persons out of the 400 and some, all right? So it says it's still critical of her performance, and these sentiments can grow if not addressed. Conclusion, Colby Davis is emblematic as a modern Bahamian politician, dynamic, litigious when necessary, and unafraid to stand firm against baseless allegations. This is heavy, because based on what recently came out, I read this and it was crazy, okay? So her youthful energy, commitment to her ministry, and focus on development positions her as a forward-thinking leader with the potential to grow even further. While her media engagement could improve to dispel any negative perceptions, her work in the housing sector and now in the energy sector, and her firm stance on the public defamation demonstrates her resilience and commitment to serving the Bahamian people. I didn't put this stuff together. This is what has been generated for me. This is the information. Minister Colby Davis, in a ministerial capacity, the ministerial grade for JoBeth Colby Davis as a minister is a B+. A B+. Come on now. Don't fight me. All you got to do is say, how long think she got a B+? Let's talk about that. You ain't got to fight me and fight the system. This is what is on paper. Nobody could come and tiptoe into your heart and take information out. I don't have it. This is what exists on paper. ChatGPT put it together. The ministerial grade for JoBeth Colby Davis is a B+. JoBeth Colby Davis has proven herself as a competent and capable minister, effectively pushing forward the housing agenda when she was in that, standing firm on various national issues. Her ability to articulate the government's agenda, handle her responsibilities, and take legal action when necessary shows that she is strong, that she's a strong advocate for her role. However, she could benefit from a deeper media engagement to clarify her position more frequently, especially on issues that invite public scrutiny. Let's read this piece again. However, she can benefit from deeper media engagement to clarify her position more frequently, especially on issues that invite public scrutiny. As her constituency grade in her constituency, JoBeth Colby Davis gets a B+. In her constituency as a member of parliament, JoBeth Colby Davis, based upon what we've done, gets a B+. The constituency of Elizabeth I St. Margaret also has shown consistent support for Colby Davis, with over 80% of the persons who've taken our survey indicating satisfaction with her performance. The data reflects a larger positive reception from her constituents, who acknowledge improvements in the areas and appreciate her presence and accessibility. Though a small percent has raised accessibility and addressing local issues, Colby Davis continues to maintain a strong base in the Elizabeth constituency. Give me a call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the Family of Islands, 242-300-5720, or hit me up, 422-4796. We're live. We're talking about the constituency of Elizabeth, B+, right across the board for JoBeth Colby Davis. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hey, good day, Howard.
What's up, my dear? What's happening with you?
Everything's great.
Praise God.
I have a question. Like you said, you put a call across to Mr. Mitchell, and he got his numbers up, right? And you did the same for JoBeth.
I did this for every I did this almost for every single one. Before I started this, I gave them letters. If you remember
I
this.
remember that. I
Okay.
remember you said you went to the house and you did that.
I gave them letters.
And prior to you doing them, the day before
I called all of them.
You called them?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to...
Well, who will
figure
answer
out-
me, I'll talk to them. But if you answer me, then I can do what I can do.
Exactly.
Okay,
See,
please
the
go.
point- No, I never asked you if they talked to you. I asked you if you call them.
I call them.
Exactly. So this is my point. I don't understand what Anton is getting upset over because
I ain't gonna fight Anton.
If you get a bad grade, he makes noise. If you get a good grade, he makes noise. You know, this is not about being you're not there putting these persons' information in the system, them what to say.
If you want, I could give you all my whole spreadsheet. I could show you in my spreadsheet. I'll give you the timestamp of what time these persons voted.
Because if you notice, the last time I called, when I talked about this, I said this is similar to general election.
That's all.
The only difference is they doing it online, and the few that do it, it's the few that want to do it. Those who don't do it are those who don't want to do it. Like what Fred Mitchell did. He spoke to his people, so he made sure that he was made to look good.
Right.
And the same with Joe Beck. She spoke to her people, or her people spoke to their people and made her look good. So it's nothing to do with you. Personally.
I don't open this up and I tell every one of them, they could show you the text I send them. Listen to me, your numbers are poor. I never tell them, this what you get, this what you need. No, I don't. I say, listen, your numbers are poor. Only 100 people vote for you. Only 30 people vote for you. If you care about your numbers, if you care to participate, this is the website. Tap on this icon. Let your people do that. Tomorrow morning, I'll reevaluate the numbers at 10 a.m. Every single one of them, I do that too.
Because I remember even for Mr. Vaughn Miller, you delayed his own and all.
Listen to me, I tell Vaughn, I say, Vaughn, only 20 people voted in your thing. I gave him, I said, I can't do this to Vaughn. We won't hear him because I know how you all feel about Golden Knights. It will kill him anyhow.
Okay, so in any event, what you actually is doing now, you actually handing the Progressive Liberal Party a ticket to winning the next election, because listening to what the chat GPT comes up with, okay, it's giving them a roadmap as to where they fall down and when they need.
Ministers and members of parliament need to go, point blank. I just want to be decent as I say that.
They do, but guess what? If they choose to, this is giving them a window in how they can turn this around.
Can I say to you, the PLP is doing the exact same thing that I'm doing?
They are doing the same thing they're doing.
The PLP has already graded every one of them.
They're not canvassing the others.
No. I'm saying
their own.
They canvassing, but they are not. In fact, they're harder on their constituents and the members of parliament than I am in this particular space, right? They scrutinize it heavier. They go to the constituents, they ask these individual questions, and then they go to a poll. And the poll still got these members of parliament getting 55% in their constituency. Oh, no, just to be sure, 55% is a D.
This is my point. So even doing that, and they're still getting it bad. So they are doing their own poll. You are now giving them a gift poll. And all of that combined, they still didn't get... Man, Howard, oh boy. Listen, Mr. Pentard, I know you always listening. Okay? This is your way to sweep them clean.
This is transparent information for everybody. If you care to capture the information and utilize it for the strength of what you want, if you oppose these people and you go in there and do what ChatGPT say what they ain't doing, my God, you got them.
Because you know me, you don't come to my house because I can say, hold on. If you wasn't listening to all of that, what Howard was saying, obviously he tell you what I was thinking and he tell you where I was headed.
Praise God.
Don't come to my house.
Praise God. I appreciate your telephone call, my dear. Thank you so very kindly for being able to do that. I just want to talk with transparency, guys. I listen to me. I need you all to understand something. And I can say this to you, and I want you to be very clear. Why did Howard do all of this? First and foremost, this poll has no credibility if I don't have. The poll has no credibility if I don't have participation. When we started this off, a week before we started the entire process and everything, I had this information in the papers, right? They said, when I put it up there, take the poll, right? I took that out of the papers. Watch me. Every day I told you, go to the poll. the Foundation 242. When we started it off, Mikkel came out over 200 persons. Over 200 persons, first day out the gate. And then we saw a more traditional, settled person in their particular capacity with Major in Southern Shores, right? We didn't have 20 people. We had a very low number take the poll in his particular constituency, but he still showed up. And we're grateful for him to be able to talk to us about those particulars that every single day I call them before, everyone, FNM, PLP alike. I don't care. That don't have nothing to do with me. You're not going to discredit me and cuss me out because it's easier to cuss me and say how it is and then cuss me, boom, 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 boom. That's easier to cuss me than to get your people to participate. So now we're still looking at you because I out here doing my job. I work it. And you can't get the people who voted for you to take a poll. That's your business. So we're going to read it according to the information that we've gathered. And when we identify that, now we could scrutinize you with transparency. Let's just be decent about this. Guys, the lines are wide open. We're still talking about these things to be able to identify that. If you disagree with the poll, that's fine. Just tell me what you believe this member should have, what you believe this person should have, based upon whether it's a personal experience, based upon what you've known over the years. However, it doesn't matter. We're having a conversation. They're listening, and you're talking. That's what this is about. Let's take a quick break. Be right back after this.
The Foundation with Howard Grant will be back right after this.
The Foundation. The Foundation.
The Whopper with cheese at Burger King Nassau has never tasted so good. It's made with 100% flame grilled beef that's juicier, topped with fresh ingredients as usual, and even fluffier buns. Get a regular Whopper with cheese combo for only $9, including VAT, and enjoy a Whopper that's bigger, better, and tastier. The only place to get your Whopper with cheese combo is at Burger King Nassau, where it's grill time anytime.
Great news! Ron's Electric Motors' new location on Cowpen Road, right next to Island Luck, is open Saturdays and Sundays. So for those needing repairs on electric motors, generators, welding machines, water pumps, battery chargers, electric lifts, transformers, and power tools, Ron's Cowpen Road location can have you up and running on weekends. Don't forget, you can still visit Ron's Electric Motors on Wolf Road and Claridge Road, and now Ron's new location on Cowpen Road. Dial 356-0249 or 323-5267.
Get ready for an exciting October with National Public Service Week. Join us for a fun-filled week of the community spirit and celebration. Kicking things off October 17th, the Family Feud Night at Anethol Rogers High School at 6 p.m. Bring your family and compete for some fantastic prizes. Then you don't want to miss the Golden Oldies and Old School Dance Friday, October 25th, 8 p.m. happening at the Ministry of Public Service and Ministry of Health Veranda and Lower Terrace. Let's groove to the classics. Ready for some friendly competition? Join us for the Softball Jamboree on Saturday, October 26th and Saturday, November 2nd, starting at 9 a.m. at the Blue Hills Sporting Complex. On Sunday, join us for a meaningful church service at Bahamas Harvest JFK, 11 a.m. And then, of course, we're going to honor our retirees Monday, October 28th at 10 a.m. for the retirees recognition ceremony and reception at Government House. Curious about your future? You don't want to miss the career fair on Tuesday the 29th and Wednesday the 30th at the Kendall G.L. Isaacs Gymnasium. Ah, boy, we can't forget the float parade. November 1st, departing at 9 a.m. from Arawaki. Show your colors and celebrate with us. This is National Public Service Week 2024.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation.
Let me tell you something. When you text these things, I don't know whether or not God is in the car with you. I know Jesus has taken the wheel and you've left the car. It is too much. When you're texting these things, it's too much. I just won't read this. I won't read this. Y'all don't fight me. I'm going to read this. Okay? Guys, if you want to be able to be a part of the conversation, 323-622-32, 325-4316. 325-4259, anywhere for the family violence, 242-300-5720. Hit me up, 422-4796. Howard, I am not a fan of Fred Mitchell. Way too sassy for me and salty as it's supposed to and he's supposed to be the authority on everything. However, all in big caps. However, the man know how to work a constituency. He is very responsive and gets things done. Others can learn from him. There's a text that's coming through. Next text says, Howard, Joe Beth Kobe begged them people in the constituency to take the survey. Okay. But she says, Howard, good afternoon, Howard. What are the numbers for Minister Mitchell? 280 persons. He got at A+ as a constituency. So he got a solid A as a member of parliament, and he got an A- in his ministerial capacity. So it says, Anton is correct, Howard. The process is too open for error. The biggest error, Bahamians vote for party. Good men lose and bad men win. The entire concept of what we're doing is to be able to diminish the tradition and culture of what exists. That's it. And we can't diminish something without being able to bring it to the forefront. We can't eradicate the idea of a culture that exists in your mind and the rhythm that you keep doing the same thing every election until we put this before you and say, some of these men lousy. Look at the numbers. They can't even get their own people to vote for. That's all this is. Some of these men lousy. Based upon the stories that we've amalgamated in the newscast over the course of time about these particular men and women, you would be better off not voting for them next time. And at the flip side of that, some of these men and women are superb in their capacity. While they may have come in on a wave, while they may have found themselves in this particular area, this is what they're doing. They're using this, they're using that, they're using these things, they're reaching out people, they're doing this, they're doing that, they're developing all these things. Maybe you should consider this going forward. That is what is happening here. We can't diminish the culture of just voting for the PLP or voting for the FNM. If the FNM doesn't send competent, smart, savvy, forward-thinking, charismatic people in the next general election, the FNM is not going to win the next general election. I just got to be straight with you. I can't lie to you. The PLP has already identified more than 10 people who they, what I understand, either going to shuffle or move out entirely. And those 10 people, based upon what they said, I think I see about 6 of them so far, they have not gotten the best review in these particular stead. I've also spoken to some people who have said they don't even know if they could consider this going forward. Why? Man, listen to me. This thing is unearthing a great deal. That's what this is for. Nothing here is going to be accurate. My God, when your teacher's sitting down marking your one paper, they just give you a wrong grade. I was in COB. I do a paper for this girl in COB in Grand Bahama. I do a paper for, listen to me, I promise you, from here to God, I do the girl paper. I do her paper. This girl don't know how to string one sentence together. Listen to me, I do her paper. I think she paid me about $50. I did her paper. I'm not going to fight her. Praise God for the $50. I took that, right? Right? I did her paper. This girl get 92%. 92%. The teacher thought she was the genius. I did the paper. I did my paper. I get 84. Wait. And then I asked the teacher. I didn't say I did the girl paper, but I asked the teacher. I said, listen, this is Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks, shouts out to Mr. Weeks. Me and him always fighting. Right? He's my guy though, right? So I said, hold on, now, wait. This don't make no sense. This don't make no sense. How could this be this and this be that? I think I had to do a case study for something, right? And because I was already working in the field, the case study indicate that there are certain solutions, right? It gives you maybe like 3 solutions, 4 solutions. They say that if this particular thing's happened in customer service, these are solutions. However, I'd already been working in customer service. And so I said, no, this is a solution. And so I gave them a solution that didn't exist in the book. Mr. Weeks, me and him, Rowan now. He said, Howard, you're right, Right. I like it. I like it. Very good. You're always thinking, and I like how you're thinking. I like what you say, but I still got the market wrong. I said, Mr. Weeks, how the hell you could market wrong if I just tell you it right? You tell me it right. You say, yeah, because the book don't say so. I said, who the hell cares what the books say? This is why I'm teaching regurgitation. All you want me to do is give you back the vomit that you gave me, but I'm saying to you there's fresh fruit out here. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Howard. I like that. But this is what it is. That's what's happening out here. That is what's happening here. Politics continues to give you, is getting out of that system, elevating above that, get a panoramic view, give an assessment, and see if we could be able to change it. If we can change it, my God, we did something, even incrementally. Even incrementally. Every year, God, spare my life, I will strengthen this. I will invest in this. I will strengthen this. And if you want to participate with me, this ain't free. And I didn't ask for one sponsor for this. This ain't free. If you want to help me out, I'll be more than happy to take your help. Let me take a telephone call. Caller, go ahead.
Howard Grant.
Hey, my brother, what's happening?
What's happening with you?
All is well.
Give me a couple of seconds.
I ain't gonna fight you. Go ahead.
You're tight. You're so tight. Give me a couple of seconds.
Go ahead.
You have, I'm not going to say which one, but you have Anton people on today. I want to hear what you have to say.
Anton already then called you here. You just tune in. Anton already then called.
No, but you have his people on. But let me be your then. You have his member of parliament, Joe Colby on.
Okay.
Let me hear what he can say. Okay.
Joe Colby did excellent.
Yeah.
She got B+, B+. No.
And you say you have a right to disagree with some of the scores. I disagree with one of her scores.
Okay.
I think as a member of parliament, she should get an A.
Okay. Well, a B+ is an A minus.
She's in there working.
Okay. A B+ is an A minus.
Yeah,
but ChatGPT give her B+.
A minus is A minus.
Okay, I ain't gonna
You can't give me a B+.
But no. But ChatGPT give her this.
Now. On to this thing here.
Mm-hmm.
You have some people criticizing this thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
My argument with somebody on yesterday or day before yesterday,
mm-hmm.
the exact thing that you're doing should be what a chairman of a party should be doing.
This is what the PLP doing internally in their party, and I
I
understand.
know the PLP, I know.
I understand that the FNM is taking strides to do the exact same
They're
thing.
trying to do it now too.
Yes.
But they kick out too late. But listen to me, Mr. Grant.
Mm-hmm.
Bahamian people like winners.
Mm-hmm.
Bahamian people like large numbers.
Mm-hmm.
What you did here today for Mr. Mitchell and Ms. Colby Davis,
mm-hmm.
all you do is now boosting up their votes. Bahamian people like crowd. Bahamian people like the winner. Bahamian people want to be the winner.
Hold on. Don't structure it like I'm working for somebody.
No,
I work for nobody.
Like
okay, praise Jesus. Go ahead. I ain't gonna fight you.
Didn't get nothing.
Praise God.
You know how now, mind you, I always had a member of parliament like a Miss Jobette Colby,
mm-hmm.
Mr. Fred Mitchell, people like Mr. From Centerville, Jomo.
Mm-hmm.
I always had them to win.
Mm-hmm.
Again. I always had them to win again. Now, in closing, my final thing is, when you going to do Bamboo Town?
I think Bamboo Town is tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Hold on now. I want you to listen to me. I can look at this right here, right now, and tell you when Bamboo Town is.
Yeah, do that.
Hold on.
Please.
Well, I can let you go then. Okay, so just listen. Listen now. Hold on. Now, Bamboo Town. Let me click on this thing and make sure. Okay, so we did Fred Mitchell. Tomorrow is Bamboo Town and Kalani. Tomorrow is Bamboo Town and Kalani, right? Let me tell you what I get for Bamboo Town. I can tell you the numbers. I don't have no reason to lie to none of y'all. Ain't nobody giving me nothing for this. I can tell you the names and the information that we got for Bamboo Town. Let me see what we get. Bamboo Town. So far, we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's count it. We could count it on 19 people voted in the constituency of Bamboo Town. All right? 19 people voted in the constituency of Bamboo Town for Patricia Ann DeVoe. 19 people. Only 19 people. And in Kalani, Now, I passed this information on to Madam Speaker. I gave this information to her. Now, let's look at Kalani before we could be able to do anything else. Hold on, I got to get you golden odds and all these other things like this. All right. Kalani, 1, 2, 3, 4, even less people. 13 people in the constituency of Kalani. 13 people in the constituency of Kalani. So tonight, I'm making 2 calls. Tonight, right after the show, I'll call the speaker, I'll call in the capacity and the former prime minister to be able to get these things, right? I can say to the former prime minister, listen, I don't need you to talk for any F&M functions, but I'd like you to be able I just see if you can get your people to take this thing, all right? So I can call him tonight and we'll talk about these particular things, right? Let me see if you take the next call. Call on the line, go ahead.
Howard.
Hey.
What's going on?
Everything good, man. What's up?
Man, please don't let Anton distract you, man.
Okay.
Talking foolishness, man.
Okay.
The results what you're getting from the poll is the same results you're getting from the barber shop, the hair salon, the gas station, the food store, the Island Lock coffee desk. Man, I been by the coffee desk yesterday. Must see an ultra game, and this gentleman is 60, and one gentleman must be 70. Say, this the worst they've ever seen.
Wow.
Say, this one worse than Christie administration.
Wow.
It's worse than Christie.
Wow.
So tell him, don't try to distract you talking foolishness, man.
No, we can push through.
Your poll is your poll, and why you worrying about your poll? If you're doing your work, if you was an MP and you're doing your work in this area, then you don't have no problem with re-election. You don't have to worry about no Howard Paul.
No.
Howard Paul can't decide your re-election. It's
No.
just a good man, and you're doing what you're supposed to do and spending the people, them constituency money on the constituency. Then you have nothing to worry about.
That's it.
Don't stay up this radio talking foolishness, man. You're in unflawed with your poll.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much for your telephone call. I can shoot straight. Now, the next step. Okay. I can do this very quickly for you all, right? The next step, I can tell you what I asked ChatGPT. Now, I don't know if you can fight me, but this is what I've asked ChatGPT. Let's get to it. So I said, and I'm not going to tell you the information just yet. I can read to you what I said to ChatGPT. I said, as far as all the evaluations and all the persons who have taken the polls and the ministers that we've done and the assessments that we've made, everything has been laid out over the course of the last few weeks. With the series that we're doing, Dissecting Leadership from the Constituency First Approach, we can clearly see and provide a grading system for the sentiments of the electorate as it relates to the posture and the position of lack thereof for the current administration. If you were to make an assessment, provide a letter grade that identifies the performance of this administration based upon your information that we've gathered over the course of the last few weeks from October, or even prior to that, as we had been amalgamating information. This is what I asked ChatGPT. That's the question I asked it. Then they said, based upon the comprehensive assessment, polls, and sentiment analysis for the series Dissecting Leadership, a Constituency First Approach, we can gauge the performance of the current administration through the lens of constituency-based performance, ministerial effectiveness, and public perception. Do you want to hear what that is? Or is it too early? Do you want to hear what they gave me? Or is it too early? Quick break, be right back after this.
The Foundation.
The Foundation will be back right after this.
The Foundation. The Foundation.
Do you have uncontrollable debt? Are you ready to make that move to Fidelity for a stress-free future? These loans have a built-in savings plan that pays you unbeatable interest. Ask about our debt consolidation loans today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Bonneville Bones, established in 1970, is the leader in men's fashion in the Bahamas. We're conveniently located in the Mall at Marathon and the Harbor Bay Shopping Plaza, and fully stocked with everything you need for all occasions. Our Harbor Bay location is one door north of Alive, with the black and white signage of Bonneville Boutique. Both locations are open from 10 to 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Bonneville Bones and Bonneville Boutique, still the leader in men's fashion, located in the Mall at Marathon and the Harbor Bay Shopping Plaza.
It's time to upgrade the way you enjoy at-home entertainment. Alive Fiber is here. Some streaming apps, all at lightning-fast internet speeds with affordable bundles, and it's only a click away. Visit www.alivefiber.com to sign up now. Stay connected, live your life. It's good to be alive.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama Market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News Sales Representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Foundation.
And we are back in these last few minutes. I want to be able to read something for you. Let's see if we can be able to do it. I'm not going to fight you, Y'all, I'll read your things, All right? Here we go. It says, Anton is correct. The process is too open for error. The biggest error is the Bahamian people. We read that part. And then he came back and he says that this is like going to Dr. Sands for heart surgery and trying to describe how or where the arrhythmic artery is, right? Okay. Okay, so he says the process is too open for error. So the experts are trying to point out the potential pitfalls gently. You see, that's all. Many talk show hosts do non-scientific polls. Here's what the difference is: that they can identify if the same person calls multiple times and there is an equal probability of an FNM and a PLP or DNA getting the text. Okay, so let's just shoot straight because everybody's an expert, okay? First and foremost, call Mwale and ask him he does this. Mwale calls you personally and asks you these questions. There are people that call your telephone and ask you these questions. For the 1,000 people that they generate, the 1,000 people that they do, they ask you strategic scientific questions for the most part that leads you into a particular answer. Let's just be decent, okay? That's one. Two, when you start to talk about this sort of an idea of it's too open and so forth and so on, that's the entire idea. It is open. And I didn't design it to block your IP address. I will do that next time. That means you only can vote once and you can only vote one time from one computer. That means if you want to vote multiple times, you have to have 58 computers. There will always be a margin of error that exists in these particular spaces. Even in the booth, when you go and vote on election day, prior to 1992, there were persons going from one island to another because people sometimes are sleazy and no good, indecent. That is just who they are. When they slithered out of the womb, indecency followed them and cloaked them. Like a jacket that they wore for all their life. My God, they can't take it off now. I'm not going to fight these people. However, the process is about transparency. I am transparent with you. And if this is your assessment, praise God, I'm not going to fight you. However, we will strengthen this. I said to you with all transparency, for me to strengthen this, it's going to cost me money to pay my tech guy to do this. You all think these things free? It's not. Okay? I will do this next time. God spare our lives. I'm believing to do another poll before the end of the first quarter next year. God spare our lives. I may be able to do that. Let me take this last telephone call before we get it here. Caller, go ahead. Caller, go ahead.
Howard.
Hi.
Hey, Poppy, listen, I just wanted to say the same thing you asked just now. Must be great minds to think like the people say, right? But I say, don't give the answer now. Hold it till you done do everyone.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
What the name? GPA.
Yeah, because she ready to give me everything.
Yeah, they ready to give us the answer right now
Yes.
on what you done do, right?
Yes.
But don't give it. The Bahamian people know what the answer is. You understand? The minds already, majority of us, our minds already make
Yes.
up.
Yes.
So save that answer when you put in all of what different members of parliament.
I ain't
stuff
read
like
it yet.
that,
After we do the
answer,
after we do
what
the
answer could be, and we can be able to see if that GPA chat is Bahamian or these people who saying it. What you got to work with what you get when you ain't get Grammy.
I appreciate
Your mommy, they say you suck Grammy, right?
Yes.
You got to work with what you get. That's what you get. You say next time you can do it. So, and yes, I agree as a PLP. Yes, as a PLP, when the PLP in power, more of us eat. You understand? But this PLP, this administration is the worst PLP we had from the time I started working what I know from 92.
My God.
All right? The way how they carrying on and conducting themselves. You talking about 10 seat, they don't say they can lose 10 seat. They right here pretending with us like they ain't know what time. They know we don't play.
They actually give me a range.
They even like us take 5 years to vote them out. So they know. Listen to me. How would I tell you when you stood at the radio station how much we used to win? I tell you how bad the FNMs can get beat. God willing, right? Check this. So let's see if there's any truth on my feelings talking with people. But Howard, if they win 10 seats, they do good, boy.
Oh my God.
But they can lose 10 seats and think they can still be the government.
This heavy what you saying.
And think we can be stupid and vote for them. Yeah, we is PLP. All us, and the majority of us, we love to vote PLP again. But the way our things going, they got to get their act together. Anything is possible. We can end up voting PLP, But they got to serve the people better than they serve. It ain't about me personally. It's how you deal with me and the country.
I like
so
it.
this is the worst PLP we ever. Howard, stay focused on what you're doing. But don't worry
Thank
about
you.
no criticism.
Thank you, my
Let's go to
brother.
the next call. Keep up the good work.
Thank you, my brother. That's all the calls we can take today. We out of here. They say Howard. They might tell Minutes he's not allowed to talk to you either. You're all indecent. Let me call Minutes and see if he can take my telephone call, right? How y'all can tell Minutes he can't talk on behalf of them, and then you come back and say, no, we let him speak to the memorial funeral. That's all he can talk to? People who passed away? My God, your FNM is indecent. You need to stop it in Jesus' name. I'm going to fight you, right? So, anyway, so ChatGPT, before we get out of here, has also given me the breakdown. I can just read the top here. So it says, based upon the assessment conducted in the series Dissecting Leadership, Constituency First Approach, here are the range of MPs from those who have performed the best in terms of their commitment and view within their constituencies to those who have performed the worst, based upon the available data, sentiments, and analysis and grades assignment. So they got everybody laid out here from best to worst. Amen. You will hear that too, eh? You need to stop it. While your mouth salivating, you will hear that. Stop your indecency. While I'm here talking, guys, I'm looking at this and I see that there's a shooting on Ramsey Street with the 98th murder 98 for the year. That is absolutely bananas. Guys, I want you guys to be able to remain safe and steadfast in your focus and your commitment to country. I think it starts first with your family and then a commitment to grow and expand beyond that particular standpoint. I thank you for your participation. I thank you for your involvement. I thank you for your impassioned views. And I thank you that we're changing this narrative for forward, upward, onward, together movement for growth in this country. Guys, that's the foundation. We can see you tomorrow, God's Spirit, right here on 96.9 FM radio. Have a great day, guys.
Foundation.